Greetings and welcome to this week's magical message. I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend. I hope that you all got a chance to get some sun, have some good food, spend some good time with friends and family. And as we begin to move into this week, I hope you are ready to really, this week feels like it is going to be a week where you receive what it is that you're due. It feels like it comes with the realization of a particular betrayal or some other energy that kind of brings a little bit of like a gloominess or sadness. It doesn't feel like it's completely shocking, but I think just being completely aware of what it is brings about a particular energy of sadness. So we're looking at our overview. And actually, before we start with that, make sure that you all like and subscribe so you all can get the notifications every time I post. And feel free to share the video as well. Now, as we begin the overview, we have T-shirt, C, and scarf. With that, we have blame, mother, take time to breathe, rhino, and colt. Okay, I'm going to kind of just do it in parts because of the way that they came out this time. Now, looking at T-shirt, C, and scarf, what I immediately thought about is, especially during the beginning of the week, but maybe throughout the week period, you're going to be balancing some emotions. You're going to be covered. I don't feel like this is a thing where you're really truly lacking anything, but I feel like the energies are just going to be they could be a little turbulent for some people. You may be feeling kind of highs and lows, and for a little bit you're feeling really good, then your energy kind of droops back down. So kind of just go with the flow of this, but don't get too attached to those more downward energy kind of feels. Just allow yourself to feel it, express it, and move on from it. Now, you're going to be feeling some higher vibrating energies as well, right? But I feel like it's still going to be an up and down kind of thing. So just know that as these things are shifting, it's really just a changing of the seasons. You're going to be you may be going through some life changes already currently in your life, but if you aren't, your life is getting ready to go through some kind of shifting. And so right now what's happening is it's kind of like you're being given the opportunity to sift through what really is going to be important, what's not important, especially when we look at the emotions and certain beliefs. You're going to have the opportunity to let go of some things that are not serving you, or not really supporting the you that you are wanting to grow into, that you're moving into, that you've put so much work to become. But I feel like this is one of those things where, it's a win. It's a win that comes with a little bit of grieving, but you're going to be so much better for it on the other side. Okay? Now, you also have blame, mother, and take time to breathe. So, you could be a mother, right? And it could be like a collective energy with mothers or those who've kind of held that position where maybe, I feel like for some, it's definitely going to be about motherhood, right? There's some shift or some change that's taking place, and you're going to have to really trust in who it is that you've been, how it is that you've been. And like it says, take some time to breathe, allow yourself to relax, allow yourself to just kind of woosah and trust that even if the moment doesn't feel great, even if the moment is, maybe you're trying to figure out what to do about something, it's going to work itself out, right? I feel like with blame, you could be holding some things over yourself. Maybe you didn't accomplish some things. Maybe there were some things that you didn't do that you felt like you needed to do, or that maybe if you had done those things, something would have been different. You may even feel as though maybe someone in particular is blaming you for something, right? And maybe you are kind of in an up and down place emotionally or mentally about whatever this thing is. Maybe the person who's blaming you, or maybe the people who are blaming you, maybe you weren't expecting it to come from them. So emotionally, you're kind of all over the place, just trying to figure out exactly what's going on. And then you have strength and cult as well. So whatever this is, it feels like this could definitely be about a group that, and for some of you, right? So take it as it resonates. But for some of you, this could be a group. Maybe a group that has some kind of power. This could be something related to work. This could be something related to like community or like your connections. But they hold some kind of position of power or authority, some kind of group. And, it simply could just be that they have caused blame. They could have decided that they no longer wanted you to be a part of something. And so maybe some of that grief is coming from no longer being a part of it. But it's like your guys are saying, no worries about that. You're going to have a better opportunity. You're going to have better things to come because you're letting this go, because this thing is moving out of the way. Okay. So I feel like, make sure that you're not in the space where you are beating yourself up, right? Be gentle with yourself, love yourself. And as you go through these ups and downs, just make sure that you're paying attention to what it is that you know about yourself. Be honest and real about what it is that you're feeling so that you can compare the two and you know what needs to stay and what doesn't. If it's not truly a part of who you are, okay, this may be a legitimate feeling for the moment, right? But it is for the moment. So don't attach anything to you that does not belong. Now, we also have grandmother, lion, double-decker bus, and leopard. Okay, so I feel like, and then we also have with that morning comes, new opportunity, a spirit wants to speak to you in power move. So just like I said, as we started off, there's new opportunities that are going to be coming because of this. I feel like somebody's grandmother who was passed over, someone who, and it may not literally be a grandmother, it could be a great-grandmother. This could even be like a great aunt. But a mother figure that had more of like a grandmotherly kind of feel. She's asking you to be brave. She's asking you to move forward in strength and trusting in the movement as you make the decisions. Because I feel like there are going to be some decisions that come up regarding maybe these new opportunities, right? So you may have multiple offers or multiple things that come up, and you can kind of decide what it is that's going to be best for you. And it may also take some strength to allow yourself to let go of whatever this thing is. I feel like really it's just an emotional drain for you. It just takes up space mentally and emotionally. So you're really just being asked to let that stuff go, because it almost feels like it's almost like a cloud that's just there. And as you begin to move forward and you begin to realize or remember that it doesn't belong to you, that cloud goes away. Okay, so trust in the fact that as this period, as whatever this thing is, comes to a close, there's going to be new things to come. You're going to need to use your wisdom, but also that bravery to be willing to step out on faith, to be willing to take this chance for something new. Because I feel like this is going to be more in alignment with what it is that you've been wanting. I feel like it is a step towards it. I don't feel like it is that like full manifestation of that thing right then and there. But I feel like what opens up for you is going to bring so much more light and enjoyment and even like stability into your life. You're also being asked to balance your desire to fit in or to like you're feeling your desire to balance. I mean, your desire to fit in, balance that with you being who it is that you are, right? If you are in a position where you're being asked to step further and further and further away from yourself, if you are hanging out with a group of people or whatever it is, but it causes you to be something other than yourself, you know that's not going to be your spot, right? You have to be able to integrate who you are naturally. And when you do that, it's going to open up more and more and more opportunities. All you have to do is just be yourself. Okay, and trust that the things that are not for you, you're going to know it. You're going to know that these things are not for you. I feel like whatever this thing is that you're hanging on to, or that is still kind of lingering, it's lingering strongest emotionally. So it's your feeling about it. And I feel like you know what it is that you need to do, but I feel like you've got to be willing to take the time to breathe, to assess what it is that you're feeling, what it is that's coming up, so you can separate what is for you and what's not for you, so that you can see how you need to stand, and you'll naturally begin to move in that direction. Things will, that ball will kind of get going on its own. Now we also have kiwi fruit and green with DM, so it's, that is a divine masculine or distorted masculine. Discovery in reverse, and green in reverse. So green is very significant. This could be a last name. This could be a particular color. Maybe whatever part of the week that this happens for you, maybe you're wearing green, right? I feel like it's something about something that someone has on their body that is green. But there's also like a need for you to trust the cleansing, trust the clarity that's going to be coming in. I feel a lot of airy kind of energy. So your mind is going to be able to experience some clarity. You're going to get some greater understanding to some things you had not before. And with DM and discovery and green, this could be a distorted masculine who is in hiding. But that green makes me think that things are coming out, things are sprouting, things are being recognized. Makes you kind of think about spring and the way that the grass will pop up, or, you know, the leaves will pop out and all of a sudden you just see all these little buds where it wasn't there before, right? So it could be that this person is hiding. Again, take what resonates, but I also picked up on someone who could be dealing, a distorted masculine who could be dealing with some kind of STD. And maybe they're hiding it. So they know about it, but they're hiding it. So just be careful there. Now we also have mountain in reverse, shirt, and then steamer. So this, again, is like, you know, when I saw the mountain card, it made me think about, you know, mountains being moved. So there's some big things, some major things that are being shifted and moved around in your physical life, and your experience, and your environment. So, you know, as things begin to shift, allow yourself to be in an observation kind of mode. Allow yourself to sit back and really see what it is that's happening around you before you start trying to make a whole bunch of really major decisions and stuff, because things are going to be moved around. They're not going to look the same. Okay. But some things are definitely coming out in the wash, and we have that with I know Saturn and I am she. So I feel like whatever this is, you know, it's karma that's come back around. And it feels like, you know, this could be like an older woman who has had something that has been done towards her, and there is some justice that's coming around. But whatever this is, it's coming out. It's definitely coming out. And if I remember correctly, last week I actually talked about, it was the end of the week. It talked about there being things that came out. And so we're still here with this energy of stuff coming out. And it's just interesting that we're sitting with the beginning, or it feels like it's going to start in the beginning of the week, but with the overview in the beginning where it was talking about the emotions being all over the place, or just ups and downs. And it doesn't mean that you have to, like, when you're down, it's like down in the dumps. It just means that, you know, there are going to be some emotions, some thoughts, some memories, some things that you come across that cause you to kind of feel up and down in terms of your mood. So I would say that there's going to be some activity in the beginning of the week that allows you, if you are not sure what this has to do with, there's going to be some energy in the beginning of the week that allows you to see that clearly. And you may already know who this is or what this is, right? Because this may not be a person. This could be a group, right? But this one does feel like we're talking about something that's more external. But your guides and everything are saying, you know, go inward, pull on that inner strength, allow yourself to focus on what really matters and move forward based on that truth. Okay. All this other stuff is just stuff coming out in the wash. So it could look like it's a bunch of drama, but it's really It's really not. It is like when you're doing a cleansing, and when you cleanse, when you first start to cleanse, especially, that's when you might hit some of the strongest, like, days where you are just purging stuff out, right? Whether we're talking about a cleanse emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever it is, those first couple of days, it's going to be a little intense. And so I feel like right now there is major, major clearing and cleansing that's happening. That's going to make whatever this thing is crystal clear, right? It's going to put it just blatant in your face. Now we're going to start with the beginning of the week, right? And it feels weird because it feels like I already read for the week because the way it was broken up, it just feels like it was going in order, so like the beginning of the week, you're feeling these feelings. As you move into the middle of the week, things are starting to come about, new opportunities are coming in through the middle of the week, and as you get to the end, it all just comes out, right? But that it feels like this is a very ordered week. So don't try and rush anything this week either. Take your time. You may find that moving slower this week gets you more victories than not. Not being so fast to make decisions or to act on something or to say something. Allow yourself to observe and to listen, to hear and receive, because you're going to be getting some messages this week. Also pay attention to your dreams, because I feel like dreams right now are going to be really, really informative. Okay, so we have 2 of sticks, and we also have the 5 of sticks with the 3 of baskets in reverse and Dr. Buzzard. So I feel like during the beginning of the week, there are going to be some conversations about your movement, maybe about, either where you've been or where you want to go, but there's conversation, some planning that's taking place. You are in a position where I feel like internally you can feel the shift in the move in a positive direction that's coming. And so you're making plans for it, and it causes you, if you can get into the excitement of this, it will help you to shift that mindset to all of the stuff that's just kind of coming out, right? It's kind of like, when you're not feeling well, instead of focusing on not feeling well, you focus on other things that make you feel lighter, that make you feel better, that make you feel like, okay, this is just a moment. I'm gonna feel good very soon, right? So it's like you're shifting your focus. You're focusing on this excitement, on this thing that's really happy, that's really engaging and causing you to feel really good about what is to come, right? So you're feeling really hopeful. With that 5 of sticks, you're turning your back on the drama. You are refocusing your energy, which it causes you to change your perspective. It causes you to see things in a slightly different way. And I feel like in doing that, that'll also help for these things to come out, but also for you to lose your attachment to it, because I feel like it's going to be a moment where it just hits you. It's crystal clear. There's no guessing about it. There's no other way for you to interpret it. You just get the truth. You understand it and it clicks. And when that happens, there's an automatic shift that takes place, and it acts like a domino effect where everything that needed to happen, all the karma that needed to come back to this group of people, because you have the 3 of baskets again. So this is a group of people, right? This is more than one person. This could be a business. This could be a corporation, or, that is a business, right? But this could be a business. This could be like a family. This could be a group of friends. This could be, whatever kind of group. But whatever it is, whatever this wrongdoing is, whatever had been tying up your mind and your emotions is being cut out. That it's like your ancestors are tired of your mind and your emotions being tied up with it. So they're helping to bring this end about, to get you the justice that you deserve. Now, when we look at the middle of the week, we have the 7 of Knives with Gullah Jack in reverse. Gullah Jack is the Hanged Man. We have Big Mama, which is the Sun card, the 9 of Baskets, and the 8 of Sticks in reverse. So during the middle of the week, I feel like there is going to be a lot of magical things that begin to take place that help you to move out of any area that you may have felt stuck in, right? There's going to be some light at the end of the tunnel here. And you have Big Mama, which is the Sun card and 9 of Baskets. So there is a lot of light. There is a lot of manifestation and illumination of the gifts that you naturally have, what you naturally bring to the table, what you currently have in terms of resources, but also highlighting areas where other things are coming in so that you see those opportunities and you're able to receive them. Now with the Eight of Sticks in reverse, I keep thinking about slower movement here. So again, this is not a week it feels to really rush. I feel like things are going to be moving fast enough on their own, but you're really being encouraged if you want to get the most out of this energy. I feel like you're being really encouraged to allow these things to happen and in this slower pace. Don't try to push it, because I feel like things, anytime you're in transition between one space and another, it can be some of the most fragile moments, right? Some of the strongest, but also some of the most fragile. And so I'm really feeling there's a focus around not rushing it. Don't push it. Don't force it. If it's not working, stop trying to make it work. Allow yourself to let go of all of the stuff that is not working, that does not serve you. And that's not going to bring you what you want at the end of the day. I feel like there are a lot of things that we're doing currently that is really just kind of occupying time and space. And there are other opportunities that would be available to us if we were willing to allow those things to come to be. The Eight of Sticks also talks about an empowered mind, right? So I feel like these things will come and they will reassure you, but I feel like it's also a message here around strengthening your mind, not allowing yourself to fall into doubt, not allowing yourself to fall into a space where you're not trusting yourself, or you're not trusting your guardians, your guides, your ancestors, your spiritual team to have your back. Right? So make sure that you are moving with a strong mind so that you are in a space to accept the gifts and the blessings that are coming to you. I feel like the more that gets exposed, the more that you get, the more things come to light, the more things come back to you, because then you can see who is the rightful owner of whatever it is, right? And if it's something that doesn't belong to you, if it's some accusation, if it's some whatever that doesn't belong to you, that's going to be sent back. It's going to be sent back to stick onto the person that it actually belongs to. And you will get what it is that you are due as well. Now, for the end of the week, we have John Horse in reverse, the Eight of Baskets, as well as the Courting card in reverse, and the Freeman. Now, this immediately made me think about, the Emperor usually will come across as an actual person, an individual. This could be some kind of corporation or business, though, because the Emperor does talk about that world. It talks about the commerce world. The Eight of Baskets made me immediately think about, and this Eight of Baskets talks about someone being like hot-footed. So, or being sent away. So this energy really, with the Courting card in reverse, there's someone that is being removed, somebody or something that fits this Emperor card. Someone who either is, maybe they're a hustler, maybe they want to be a hustler, maybe they're just not very good at it. But this could also just be someone who is in the working world. Maybe they have their own businesses. Maybe they are, or their own business, they're an entrepreneur. But whatever this is, it's not working. Whoever this is who didn't do right by you, it's falling apart. Whatever it is, they haven't been able to gain access to it. And then I see the Freeman, and the Freeman really feels like it's you walking away from a situation that was dead. It's you being able to move forward from a situation that was never going to uplift you, that was never going to make you feel whole or make you whole. Because I feel like for some of you, these are people or a corporation, a business that actually owes you something. And with this, you're going to be in a position to receive what it is. Now, it may not come directly from this corporation or from this business or from this person, right? But it's going to come to you some kind of way. It could be in the form of an unexpected check, just an opportunity to make additional money, maybe some kind of ancestral gift, an inheritance, or just something that the universe orchestrates in your favor so that you receive what it is that you're due, right? And that happens all the time. We call them miracles. We say they don't happen often, but they happen all the time in reality. And you're in a position to receive that kind of manifestation in your life. So trust the process. Trust that whoever kind of sticks out to you right now, whoever is or whatever it is, trust that is what this is. Allow yourself to see the truth of whoever this person is. I feel like a lot of you have known, what this situation is. Because again, it may not be a person. This could be a group, a business, but you've known the truth to whatever degree, even if it was just a feeling that something was not what you would have wanted. It didn't bring you maybe the satisfaction. Maybe it could just be a gut feeling. That's like, I'm not really feeling good about whatever this connection is. Trust that. Trust where it is that you are. Trust the process. Trust that your guides and your ancestors and all of your team they're going to give you the messages, right? And they could come in a number of ways. It could be dreams. It could be just a feeling that you have with no other explanation, right? It could be a sign that you keep seeing. It could be a particular animal or insect that you continue to see. In all the different ways that they speak to us, allow yourself to be open to listening and to hearing what it is that they have to say. Okay. Now, I also wanted to do just a quick 2-card money reading for the week, just to add a little something to it. Because the energy does feel a little intense, it feels like, whatever this is, whoever this person is someone that's close to you or close enough for this to have an emotional impact on you. Okay, so why not, while we are sifting through our emotional bag, why don't we get a chance to look at our financial bag and see what's happening. So we got the 10 of coins and the 4 of sticks. Immediately, things are good, right? You have the ancestral backing. You have, because the 10 of coins can talk about inheritance and that kind of thing, but it is generational wealth. This is big money. This is the kind of money that you could change your whole lifestyle from, right? And the 4 of sticks talks about celebration, things coming together, foundations being strong, having met particular goals, planning for the future, looking and even having conversation about the future, but it is really, really good. It's a really good couple of cards to get when we're looking at our pockets. So know that everything is going to be good. This week, the energy, and I feel like some of you may feel like the up and down kind of feeling, but that feeling really is not necessarily attached. You can't exactly say why you're feeling that way, right? But I feel like some of you are just going to be feeling those energies anyway, because those energies are present, period, in the world right now. And, we experience those same energies in our lives, just on a more personal level. So if it doesn't attach to anything, don't try to force it. Don't try to make it attach to anything. You could just be picking up on the energies that are currently moving through, and you're just being asked to hold yourself steady, to remember who you are, to remember what you have going on, what you're pushing for, what you're moving forward into. Okay. And be easy on yourself. And anything or anyone that's not being easy with you or easy on you, let them go, right? Because you wouldn't be here if you hadn't been doing the work. You wouldn't be here if you weren't willing to, take the risk or look at yourself or, shift how it is or who it is that you're being. If you hadn't been willing to do all those things, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be in a position where your guides are telling you, hey, let this go, because we've got some other things lined up for you. We've got some new things lined up for you. We really want you to take these opportunities. We want you to be able to be yourself. We want you to be able to have that stability that you're looking for and really feel good about who it is that you are and the things that you've accomplished. We want to help you to clear your mind and your heart from these people or these this group or organization that is or has attempted in whatever way to bring about some kind of downfall. And I really, sometimes, I hate to kind of get those messages all the time, and they don't always come, but, sometimes when they come and it's like more than 1 week in a row, it's just, I like to kind of lighten that energy up a little bit, and though, you are never a victim, right? You're never a victim. It doesn't mean that as you begin to move into more light, that there won't be people who don't like the fact that you're moving forward. They don't like the fact that, you are becoming healthier, happier, more joyful. It just is a natural response, it is a natural response. So, I don't feel like, even though it brought up things that we could be considered drama, I don't feel like this really is about the drama. It really is focused on you getting your head, getting your heart straight, and being willing to take a chance on you this week. Be willing to bet on you. Okay? So trust the process. You all got it. We've got it. There are going to be some really wonderful things to come out of this period. So just allow it to happen. Trust the process. Alrighty. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out this reading. I hope that you all got something from it that is really going to assist you as you move forward through these energies this week. I hope that you all are feeling really good about how you're going to tackle this week and just allowing yourself to flow most of all and be in gratitude as always. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you didn't like the video, make sure that you like and subscribe. Feel free to share. Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and how your week is going as well. And until next time, bye.